The Victoria and Albert Museum in London is the world's largest museum of applied arts, decorative arts and design, housing a permanent collection of over 2.27 million objects. Its collection spans 5,000 of art, from ancient history to the present day. Each object represents the development and aesthetic features of a country, which gives tourists a better understanding of the evolution and characteristics of the world's culture. Do you think that this museum is a good reflection about the Britain culture and history?
Yes, the name of the museum is the Victoria and Albert Museum, which of course comes from Queen Victoria and her husband Albert, so even from that it's linked to British history. Of course, not all of the things in the museum are from British history. You have some things from ancient Rome, for example, as we can see over here. There's some Roman architecture as well. So yes, in part, but of course the Romans also occupied Britain in the past, so yes, it is.
The glass collection covers 4,000 years of glassmaking and has over 6,000 items from Africa, Britain, Europe, America, and Asia. They are carefully stored in a display case, shining brightly under the light.
I think Britain actually suffers culturally because there isn't really a tradition of like maintaining art. Japan have the living lifetime, like they have special awards for people who are excellent at their craft, so they can practice their craft and be known as like living masterpiece artists. But there isn't the same tradition in the UK, and in fact craft is not looked very well upon. Not a lot of people get to study craft. Access to craft is very limited in this country. We industrialized, in the 1800s. All craft went to the factories, and then the factories went abroad, and we kind of were left without a lot of people who do craft, which means that actually I think Britain, when it comes to these things, is very poor. We're very good at design and conception, but in terms of like craft and having those skills here, I think we rely on other places in the world to bring them in. So a lot of artists will create beautiful beaded designs, but they won't get them beaded here in the UK. They'll go to India, they'll go to China to actually have them made, because the skills just aren't in this country. I think we're quite poor for it because we didn't support it historically for a very long time.
The Science Museum is a major museum on Exhibition Road in South Kensington, London. It was founded in 1857 and is one of the city's major tourist attractions. The Medicine, the Wellcome Galleries, is a 5-gallery medical exhibition which spans ancient history to modern times, with over 3,000 exhibits and specially commissioned artworks. Exploring Space is a historical gallery filled with rockets and exhibits that tell the story of human space exploration and the benefits that space exploration has brought us.
I think maybe one thing you can try to do is get involved with the local football teams or something. London's famous for football, and there's always good communities around the teams. So just, go to Chelsea, go to Arsenal. You'll meet lots of people there, all ages, and yeah, you can learn from them what's good in the area, and it's another community for you to be part of.
There's more to London than that, waiting to be explored and appreciated.